and then we'll just see if it sounds good here. I think Mike might be fine. I could probably, since I have a thing now. I've done noise suppression for the first time, so this may help with the background noise. So yeah, it's been a bit. If I go look at the channel, the last stream I did should have been around Pokemon Day. Yep, so it's been 3 months. And I said this already, but this will be coming up a lot more if whenever we get a release date, probably later this month. If at all, because by technicality we did get something in April. It was like literally a week after the last trailer. There are a lot of sounds happening outside. I'm guessing they're doing construction on top of just normal aircon stuff. Yeah, I gotta turn the stream monitor off. It sounds decent. Yeah. So it has been 3 months. By technicality, we've gotten something new those last. Well, hasn't. Yeah, it's been 3. Or it's going to be 3 this month. The 27th of this month. So it's been 2 and some change. And for those 2 months, we have gotten some news. One definitely a lot more substantial than the other, but that's something we can get into when I actually start the game. The reason why this got pushed back a lot was less because I didn't have anything to say about the news we got, because I made a video on it. And there are some things I wanted to reiterate from that, and well, first off, let me just start the game. So we're back with Pokemon Y. There we go. Go. I want to try to keep these down when I can. Why is this there? It's been a bit. I think this whole thing might need to be realigned, though. Let's see. This side is really I usually try to stay silent for that one, but yeah, we're just. Oh, no, absolutely not. Start that shit. Alright. I need to find my 3DS capture window. There we go. And let's move that. Move that down here. There we go. Alrighty. So the last time we were here, we had just acquired the Bolt Badge, and we're just about to leave the city that is in like the largest city in Kalos, center of Kalos, and the setting for the upcoming game. We're going to Laverre City, which is our next main destination, so that we can go for the gym leader and get our next badge. This is our team. The team since last time. I think by this point we have everything that we need to fully evolve everyone. We're just waiting on some moves, specifically from Lily. Before we do that, it's not too much longer now. I think it's another 4 levels, I believe. She gets her fairy type move, and that's been all of her. I don't know if I'm waiting for anything for Erica. Already has poison jab, so I don't really see much else. I mean, I guess energy ball might be one. So you have to wait and see for that. Shift 49. I also added flash cannon to Sean, which makes his nature even more unfortunate, but it's whatever. Cars are usually built for that. So yeah, what I was saying, we can just move on But yeah, as I was saying, it's really been a bit. I've been putting this off, not because of lack of stuff to talk about, but just I haven't been in it. Not just with the stream, or YouTube in general. When I'm into something, I'll hyper focus on it. It's not that I don't like the stream and everything. It's just that like I've been exhausted because I've been doing other shit. Like I've been making another animation, the first longest. Oh well, there's Trevor. Hey, I believe if I'm correct in saying you're a vowel fighter. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's less that I haven't even really been editing for 2 stuff. We finally got around to it. After Sonic Adventure, it kind of just died down. That combined with the lack of news for both Sonic and Pokemon, like 2 things that I've been doing outside of just yeah, that wasn't check moves. We have 8 dark type moves. Yeah, it's gonna have to get better. So that's why things haven't exactly been happening. Rest assured, the Portal 2 timeline in the editor is there. Get to it. I would like to have a few parts done before I start posting just so that, you know, new stuff that we do that we can do after we record it. Besides that, there's also been there's been some job stuff. My brother's just getting ready to go to college, so it's just overall there hasn't really been much time or drive to do stuff here, which will change. Stop hyper-focusing on drawing 60,000 frames or something. Modeling something, though, that hasn't been the case for a few days. Okay, we got apps on. Yeah, that 3D modeling thing. But yeah, I'm just kind of I just kind of go back and forth between a lot of things that I do that you want to do, but it's kind of difficult to make the attempt to focus on everything at once, but if I focus on one thing, it's currently the last video. The last video was hold on, let me check. Well, the light screen is gone, so that's good. Greninja. I can check our last normal video, which is, I think, different from the last one. Or no, it wasn't next month. Our last normal video was the Mario Kart World Rocks reaction video. Wasn't that long ago, but that was the one that I did with those two demons, because that's hopefully the bundle that I'll be getting for Switch 2. Hopefully I can sign up for those, assuming that they went out already. I didn't get one, so I'm not going to be one of the first ones. Thankfully, because I don't know if it just depends. But yeah, since that was a level 50, since that was the last video, that was what that happened. Yeah, that was in like mid-April, so it really hasn't been that long actually. But if we're actually looking at fighting, that was somewhere in New York. I forgot what I was. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to this goddamn house. She was not, in fact, just kidding. So like, it hasn't been that long since our last video, but like, if I look at this, what the fuck is that? It is that. I don't know, especially since I have the noise reduction filter on for the first time. I'm just kind of testing it out. Since I have that on for the first time, I don't know if it's going to pick up on stream like it normally would. Did I get healed at all, or do I have to go back to... Yeah, I do have to go back to the Pokemon Center. It seems pretty fitting that she would be the one dying after that battle. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, so I was supposed to be looking at our channel, seeing what's been posted. Yeah, April 17th. It's not that long. It hasn't even really been a month yet. But usually, right, I would even, with, like, time off, like, alright, let's see, let's look. The time between, okay, so, Shadow Generations, that whole game was, in December was our last playthrough, right? Then I posted some bullshit video on the 23rd of December, which was around 10 days later, like 9 days later. And the day after that was when Portal 1 started. Or when Portal 1 ended, December 26th. We were gone for that week, so that's kind of accepting. But, you know, the first channel video was like 2 days afterwards. My first update video was 16 days after that. And then if we go to Adventure, which was recorded, the first part of Sonic Session was recorded over when we were gone. That didn't come out till February. So, like, this isn't new. It's just, I think with this stuff especially, I wanted to avoid it. But, you know, it's whatever. I think it's probably better for... I really should... I'm gonna go heal. I think with this, it's probably better for me to be more in line with how I feel, rather than trying to do the extra. Especially if, you know, it's something like animation, which is the thing I went to college for, and the thing I'm hoping to eventually be paid to do. So that takes a little bit of priority over a lot of stuff. And hopefully I'll be able to post that soon. I also need to find the drive that had my college final on it. So the main thing I want to do is I want to lift all that. It's the Red Animation. This is called Red Animation Extra, or Red Band Extra. That's because this is supposed to be, even though this was the first channel, this was supposed to be, basically an extra channel for the more normal, or less normal, but more, standard stuff. So streaming games, game news, streaming things, game news, playthroughs, you know, stuff like that. Meanwhile, Red Dead is supposed to be I have posted one to that channel, but I haven't done it with all of them. That's mainly because what I want to do is I want to go in order. So with that being one of the first that went up first. Next thing it was the next thing was one of the hand-drawn ones. I have that. It's on one of those 2 drives that's next to me. However, the problem arises when I talk about my college final. That one's on the drive, and I know what the drive looks like. I just do not remember where so I need to go look for that. I think I'd rather, it wouldn't hurt to keep that place a little bit more dormant for a little bit longer instead of posting like one more thing and then having it just be solid crickets again. This place is something. Ooh, Goomy. If I had patience, this probably would have been one of our last team members. But I don't. Hopefully there's a kill. Let's see. Well, it's always next time. Oh no. So yeah, that's something else that's happening right now, and I need to find that. Once I do, those will start getting posted. And then I'll be able to post, with the ability to post it, and yeah, let's go from there. In short, what I do, what I need is I have it. I'm going to do stuff on this show. The other one will happen when I find that game drive. Portal 2 started. I want to do the 3 perspectives thing on that. So that requires all 3 of us. Recording our side stuff. It means you have to do syncing stuff. I think I have synced it, but as evident by how the ending of Sonic Adventure was, sometimes that just doesn't work out, even if it does sound correct. So I'm trying really hard to have it all actually be in sync. It does help that I'm not syncing audio this time. Just because the way that was recorded, we were on Discord, so I did basically the Minecraft setup, and the only difference was that I had to record the gameplay. So that should be a little bit better. Speaking of, it really should all be verbalizing my thoughts so that I can better think about them. That's actually a good thing. So I can better verbalize my thoughts. I think it might be a better idea to say all this in the frame. See where that goes. The next playthrough, like together playthrough, fuck. Next, like all together playthrough, like we're in the same room type playthrough, will probably be Sonic Colors. You do want to get to Sonic Unleashed. You do want to. I was thinking about doing Frontiers again. This time on the playthrough for that. I do want to do, we do have to do 06. We want to get to 04 voices. And that's going to be, completely ignoring, right, the possibility that year they'll announce this Frontier sequel, or even like a remake of some other game. It just depends. So I'm trying to figure out. It'll most likely be colors, just because. I think. Okay, so just to give some behind here, the farthest I've got in. Portal 2 so far, after our one recording session, has been what, I think chapter 4? That game has like 20 chapters. So it's going to be a few sessions. At minimum the next 3. But the thing about that is, right, that's assuming everyone is in that position. And if you've seen the gameplay coming from all 3 of us. Especially during, like, generations shit. You'll know that we aren't child in this, I think, chapter 3, I want to say. That's what it was very enough. Dragon types are pretty bad to deal with without them. But yeah, so hopefully it's too far behind. We'll have more time to do stuff. But yeah, so that's the next playthrough. Honestly, I'm hoping to have that done before they even graduate. Just so that we don't have to keep worrying about it. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do that. I know there are some parts of the world that are something, especially toward the latter half of the game. So you know, we would expect things to be harder. So that's not really too much of a, that's not really too much of a surprise. We'll have to do that. Then there's also like some of the things talking about having having some content involving our child. I was thinking about having someone do Final Fantasy 7, at least the first one. That's gonna be the whole fucking thing. And I was trying to get them. I was trying to get Sushi to go for a while, but this new sense is supposed to a lot of characters, so you can't even do that to find that one. I was trying to also get that to play Resident Evil 6. And then there's also Little Big Planet. At bare minimum, by the time child goes away for college or we actually start college, we should have the type of backlog that could probably get us from holiday to holiday, which is or even if it wouldn't come back for holidays, because it depends on what the rules are for where you're staying. We would probably still be able to make it till the next time she would come home, given all the stuff that we would like to do. The thing about it is, a lot of these games aren't it's more like at current our schedule is, once it used to be once a week, I think, but now it's just whenever the hell we feel like it. If we recorded for like 2 weeks ago. Like it's not even showing up on my recents. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a ton of stuff. I'm about to put a bell on. We're gonna be doing a ton of stuff, at least over the summer. We got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that'll be happening soon. I mean, it's going to just by proximate fact of the games. But then, other than that, I'm not sure anymore. I need to. I've already talked about this, and how it's going to happen more often. Once we get a release date for Legends Z-A. I went back here because I didn't like this trailer. Also because I wanted to see if there was another part of the path. It seems that part of it is yeah. So just in general, right? They've been doing other stuff. I will say. Looking forward to when we get to Little Big Planet because we will be doing all 3 of the mainline games. I'm excited for nothing else. I'm excited for Blue Six and I'm excited for Blue Six and because of the fact that I finished that game for the first time. So the general rule is that I would like to have finished the game myself before I record and stream it, with the obvious exceptions being the new releases like, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Ooh, shit. Like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, like Pokemon Legends Arceus, like Scarlet and Violet, and like how we're going to be doing with Legends Z-A. Those are first-time playthroughs. So not only are they just going to be again, about some shit, it'll also be a lot more padded, let's say, because I'll be, exploring the game for the first time. As evident by our adventure playthrough, where I believe I was the only character. The story I played was the only story. I was basically a speed run. Though that was partially due to the fact that the Sonic story is the longest story. I wanted to not be on it for the longest possible. Of course, that did mean that the only stories that we had to cover was usually I've been playing at night, which is part of the reason why it's only basketball. I need to go purchase some more of these. I do need to buy more. I mean, there's only one other thing I really can't figure out. That's cool. Yeah. Other than that, there hasn't really been much else. I've signed up for the Switch 2 Roto stuff on Nintendo Store. So hopefully I'll get an email about that at some point soon. I don't expect to be part of the first wave. I expect that they've already been sent out, so no. I expect they've already been sent out, so that's right, that's May 8th. May 8th is when this happened, I think. So today. Yeah, May 8th. So I feel like I should have gotten it already if I was part of it. Since I haven't, I'm going to assume I am not. I should be one of the earlier ones, given that it was, well, I mean, there's a fuck ton of people who signed up for it, so probably not, but I did sign up the day it opened. So I should be one soon. So there's that. This has been pretty sporadic, and I do want to get better with it overall, but it will definitely get better with anyway, yeah, I do expect that it will be guessing the only reason April wasn't like that was because of the Switch 2 reveal. Or like the Switch 2 presentation. Z-A was there. Nothing new was shown there. Actually, since I don't know how long the stream is going to be, this might just be outright filler. Because I don't know if I'm going to actually do anything once I get there. Because it really just depends. Might just be a stream guaranteed to see cutting, in all honesty. I was honestly thinking about not even rescheduling it for the third time. But part of it is because I want to see the fucking what was it, 5, 6, that's just because I do a lot of night drives, like just cranking out and making friends. But yeah, so but I figured I'd at least get to the city today. Part of the reason. That's probably the reason why I'm grateful why I didn't make the attempt to put Pokéball playing Laverre City thumbnail. I might have to simplify those. It just depends. Depends on what the fuck the schedule is and how much time I got for stuff. Like, when this becomes a lot more common, I wouldn't be surprised to see. I wouldn't be surprised to do some just like the image of a badge. Again, all of this really just depends. We could see that definitely in June experiment. I feel like if it already started, it's going to have to be a lot more common. Of course, that also means I am going to have to ramp up production on my thoughts of for Scarlet and Violet. And actually, the script for that has actually come along. I am doing the script for this because there's definitely a lot that I want to say about Sonic Tears. That whole thing was pretty straightforward. And the most confusing part about that game is the story. That might be giving it too much credit. It's not really confusing. If anything, it's more confusing. It's just a bunch of character moments and the character moments and ward drops. There wasn't really much to leave out. I had a pretty solid I like the characters. So I really left with the gameplay. In terms of the I talked about that pretty extensively. Involved in most since you were playing the game. But this one, right, because not only a lot of not only not really here for the gameplay usually, but even if I was, there's still way too much to talk about. Like the characters, the story, the setting, Pokemon, what they did and did not add to the gameplay. And then I'm putting a little bit of other stuff in there, like a little bit of a preamble for what the game. I assure you, it probably most likely won't be that long because the script is 16 pages and people have made videos. So that's not really much in comparison, but it's still pretty long. Like we talked about 16 pages slide. I think when I wrote community college was strange. One. I believe that one was like 20 or something. Yeah, so I'm trying to get a lock on what type of Pokeball that is. If that's normal one or if that's just a water. Because I could swear there was a point where we were like, oh, that's a Cherish Ball in the water. I acquired something, I'm not even really sure what I picked up. Is it a Cleanse? No, that was just one. I don't know what that was. I am fighting everything just for sake. I guess I'll just recap it. this hasn't been updated in a while just because I've been focusing on other stuff, and there hasn't been Z-A news to speak of. Thank you. So yeah, there hasn't been Z-A news to speak of. I've also just been doing other things. We do have more playthroughs planned. There's a good amount of games on the docket. There's some I didn't even mention. Cave Story and Victory 3. Those are Mario Odyssey and 3D World. Okay, a lot of those are on the back burner, but the thing is, again, a lot of those games, like 12 hours is not a lot of time. It really just depends on how it's broken up, right? Because our recording sessions on Saturdays are usually, when they happen, are usually what? Like, they're usually 3 hours? And that's usually just one game. That's part of the reason why Superstars and Mario Wonder took so long, because when we were recording those, we were recording those within that 3-hour block. Even if we keep the 3-hour block, there will just be more days to record soon. So that'll be nice. So we'll probably actually be able to get a lot of this stuff. But yeah, there's a shit ton of games we want to get together for that. But that starts with actually finishing the game. So we'll have to do that. News videos will come back when they happen. An update video shouldn't be too far behind this, probably. Honestly, if it's within the next month, it will definitely be news about it. But yeah, within the next month, because we're thinking about having what happened. Update video. That will be a lot of stuff. The animation channel will be getting updated pretty much as soon as I find that it's dry. Really just waiting on the Switch 2 stuff at this point. From its release. Yeah, that should be about it for all the stuff that I wanted to say. I got in less than an hour. Yeah, I did. Oh, and then stuff for this. We do get a release date. They will be coming out a lot more frequently, but I got to it's not that it matters what we have for this one's pretty basic regardless. That was just because I didn't know what the hell we would end up doing this stream. You know, like with the recent, with the earlier release, the gym battle ones, at least I knew, okay, we were fighting the gym battles, right? I'm not even really sure if that's something we're doing today. Other than that, yeah, there's not much else to say. I will be, obviously there's, you know, I'll be streaming Pokemon Z-A whenever that comes out. Straight. Ah, here's the scary house. I'm gonna walk in. I don't remember. This one is the one that's, yeah, it looks unsettling, and then, like, darkest storm night many years ago, lost our ride beside this house from inside. The lights would not turn on, so I fearfully looked around the house. Eventually I made my way into the kitchen. There was no sign of anyone being there. I found the fridge, and when I opened it, a faint light leaked out. I could only make out my surroundings. I saw the faint outline of a man huddled in the corner of the room. I tried to tell him that I was lost, and I was hoping he'd let me stay until morning, but when I approached him, the man suddenly screamed, "Stay back!" I apologized and continued to plead my case. "Please, can't you help me?" "I'm not talking to you," he shouted. I looked at the man in surprise. When I did this, the man asked me, "Can't you see them behind you? A horde of faceless men." Like how they always put you on no, but I'm willing to do so. Take this 1,000. Oh. There has to be somewhere to explore around this. Hey. So off go our friends. Well, I'll accept Shauna. Let's good gravestone show on her. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna make the attempt to there's even this empty space. I was thinking about putting chat there, but I was like, please stop doing that, damn dumb bastard. Good job. So now that that whole thing is out the way, now we have the actual Z-A news that happened while I was not really doing much. So, late March, we got treated to late March, we got oh God. Late March, we got treated to a new trailer for Pokemon Legends Z-A, and it basically was giving us more insight into the spell tech, into the gameplay loop of the game. So, during the day, the gameplay is basically unchanged. Well, not unchanged, but the point is unchanged. Find Pokemon, capture Pokemon, leave battle sometimes. But at night, you get treated to this thing called the Z-A Warrior. It's basically a citywide brawl where you battle people non-stop to earn points to be able to acquire this thing called a promotion ticket, I believe, and use that to get a promotional match, which will raise your rank. You are going from rank Z to rank A, meaning that there are 26 at minimum, 26 ranks to this. And which is a lot. I don't know how exactly a lot of this is going to actually work out in the story. Legends Arceus' whole point was to capture Pokemon. Pokedex, the way with that, the way they weave that into the story, basically that you could not get to other areas without catching Pokemon. To like an amount of your Pokedex. So I'm thinking if the Z-A Royale itself isn't directly tied to the story, which it might be, it'll probably be you have to reach certain points in the Z-A Royale, and then the story event will happen. You all know. Okay, saps of we don't know as a parent. We probably won't know until closer to the game. I should kill the other one. Alright. I'm half tempted to just sit here and grind until we find a new one. So basically the loop is you acquire money, catch Pokemon, and handle your item management stuff during the day. At night, it's just straight hands. There's the feeling. Night is just straight hands. So it'll be interesting to see, especially since, for all intents and purposes, the wild zones don't disappear. Like, if you look at them. So it's still possible to catch stuff at night. And, like, that's kind of understandable here because it's something different. We did get confirmation about how two-turn moves were basically acting as bodies, essentially. If you use it one time, our patterns go to the box. Here's Laverre City. Hey, mushrooms. Well, first off, our rival is part of this. The Z-A Royale, Urbane and Tony are part of the Z-A Royale. Other than all that, there's, in terms of gameplay, in terms of gameplay, Z-A Royale, or I think it's Pokemon Legends Z-A in general, uses, it takes its approach to training more as a stealth game. Turns the game into more of a stealth game. There is an attention meter that will fill up as long as you are within, as long as those NPCs are paying attention to you. If that bar fills up, you'll be challenged, and it's very possible your Pokemon will be caught lacking when the battle starts. Meanwhile, meanwhile, you can sneak up on them and have your Pokemon surprise attack them, and then you'll get what I think is a guaranteed crit, and it can potentially end the Pokemon battle before it even starts, depending on if they only have one Pokemon and how strong that move is. So that's nice. They've also confirmed you can still run away from battles just by running, which is a feature that it doesn't sound like much, but especially if you play Legends Arceus, I don't know if people even know that there's a button to run, or at least some people I know don't know that. see, do I have anything to sell? I think that might actually. There we go. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that. Some Pokeballs. 4. Do I need more potions? So yeah, I am excited for that. I still maintain a next trailer would probably be involving character customization or something involving characters, whether it be seeing a new story event, new characters, yeah, seeing a new story event, new characters, or returning characters. I do think that will be the next trailer. I think because usually we get to see like our professor and stuff. I think that again, just like with Legends Arceus originally, I think that this game is so different from everything I'll make a choice at some point, and that'll be the choice that will start oh yeah, just like Legends Arceus, this game is so different that I don't think that should be the first thing that they post about the game. The first thing, they did exactly what I recommend should be posted first when that happens. You explain the way that the game works. Now, would it have relieved a lot of confusion about the game? If they talked about the Z-A route the first time, yes, absolutely. But I don't know. I feel like, especially if you want to have a news cycle, that type of thing probably shouldn't be brought up in the first trailer. I don't know. It depends on how. So how fitting that we should be going into this gym given the move I just taught Lucario and one of our members of the team is a straight poison type. But I'll be looking around town more than anything. I think that's it for I think that's it for ZA. Other than that, other than that, there was news about the Nintendo Switch 2 version, which at current, I believe it's only stated to have, a higher frame rate and better picture quality. Yeah, it's just like a better picture quality and stuff. At least right now. I don't personally see there being too many features behind the Switch 2 version. It really just depends. I think the best idea, unless you quite literally cannot do that without, if you can't assure that base Switch models won't fucking explode, can't, unless you can't guarantee that base Switch models won't explode while trying to play it again, I think it should be the console that it should, like, development should be based off. Because, like, if it can run on the Switch, then it's most likely going to. Then it's most like I don't have anything that even comes close to that, so it would most likely run on Switch 2 if it ran on Switch 1, right? And on top of that, it would just run better. And since you can release a Switch 2 version or a Switch 2 upgrade, there's quite literally no reason to not release a game on the Switch and then just have the upgrade for Switch 2. So I don't exactly buy the push the game back over the Switch 2 launch, because most of their sales are going to come from the Switch 1 regardless. You know, given that that's the install base that is the biggest and will most likely remain that way for at least the next 2 years. I could make the attempt to... yeah, so we made it to Laverre City. This is so short. I think the only stream of these that have been this short were the first few. Once I moved them earlier, they've been longer. I really love the fact that they've been longer. But this one will have to end here. Hopefully by let's say next week. Hopefully by next 2 weeks. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I'll actually have to sleep schedule again, so I can actually do this. Yeah, I think I talked about all I needed to talk about anyway. The Z-A. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be about it. I'm just gonna stop streaming now. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you again actually really soon. Whether it be for Portal or the next stream of this, it's going to be within the next 2 weeks.